Hey everybody, Scott here with MotivatedCodePro.com. Thanks for coming back. Today is part 3 and key number 2 to becoming a successful consultant as a software developer. We're going to talk about writing on blogs and staying busy with social media. Stay with me.
Shut up and sit down.
Okay, so today in our third part of a 6-part series, key number 2, as I said already, is writing for blogs and staying busy on social media. And one thing I want to say about this is good old-fashioned marketing. If you're stepping out into the wild west of consulting and contracting and selling your services in the big world, I think you need to have some presence online. And this is, I think this is obvious to a lot of people, but for somebody like me, I spent probably a decade of running this business with relative indifference. I mean, we had a site and I have some personal social media stuff, but I didn't really engage to the depths that I'm going to suggest that you do. So I want to tell a quick story though about having a presence online. I had written an article, and I've written several articles over the years, and in various magazines and stuff. But in this particular one, this goes back almost 10 years, and it was a very short article encouraging people in the AS400 world to experiment with Java and to use a particular IDE called NetBeans to do that. And a couple of months after that article published, and this is still in print magazine at the time, I guess it's online too, but anyway, it was print. MC Press Online is what it's called today. Anyway, the article itself, like I said, was just talking about Java and encouraging people to get started with it. And I got a call from a company here in Tennessee, not too far from here, and they had I got a call. First it started with emails, and then I got calls, and we talked on the phone many times, and then eventually there was a site visit. And because of their interest in me through this article that I wrote, they thought that I could help them come in and bang out a whole bunch of Java code, which is exactly what happened. I had just short of a 2-year arrangement with them. And it was a big step for our company, and it still didn't dawn on me in a way that it should have. I mean, I was able to connect the dots that this article equals this result, but I didn't keep doing it until much later, and I wrote quite a bit later. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that sometimes pouring cups of water into it, sometimes it feels like pouring cups of water into the sea of social media, and it doesn't feel like you're making a big splash necessarily, but little by little, if you stay consistent and you post on social media, you start your own blog, you go out, you say stuff on LinkedIn, you do short articles, and you directing people to your blog. Twitter is one that's popular in a lot of technology people's minds, and of course Facebook, and now Instagram, and at the risk of missing any of the social media platforms, I'll just say that your Facebook business page, your blog, and other people's blogs that you can write for is extremely important. And as I said, it's just good old-fashioned marketing. I'm going to cheat and look at my board here a little bit, because there's so much content in this series. And so it's never too early or too late to start, right? So for me, like I said, I had relative indifference. I didn't dislike social media. I just wasn't in love with it at the same time. So I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. And now this year, in my efforts to grow our business, I've taken a much deeper interest in social media. And plus, I really wanted to help other people take the steps that I've taken, probably with a little more efficiency, because when I started, as I said in a recent video, in the previous video, that there just wasn't a ton of material out there showing, kind of mapping and charting the course. And so my YouTube channel and my blog is about that. A significant part of it is motivated in how I can help other people do some of the things I've done, and then maybe I can benefit from that in some way. But if I can help some other people, that's a big deal. So writing for other people's blogs and for your own, and start a blog, and it's never too early or too late to start. Like I said, If you're just beginning or you're still working in your corporate job, go ahead and do it. You know, it doesn't hurt. I've heard some stories where people have completely changed their life through the publishing of their own blog and having consistent posts out there and that kind of stuff. So it's a big deal. It's difficult to say this equals money, but this does equal money, and having an online presence is a big deal when you're selling something today. Anyway, you need to have your own website, you need to have a blog, you need to keep busy with your social media stuff, in addition to keeping your skills sharp from the previous video and to just building your business savvy as you go along. And this is part of that. So that's a little bit about posting for blogs, having a blog, using social media to your advantage. What I wanted to do with this video, what I want you to take away from it is it's important, and don't ignore it. Work it into your busy schedule. Make sure that you have kind of a rhythm to putting stuff up on social media, and you can see very clearly that I've chosen YouTube as a big part of it in my blog. So go to motivatedcodepro.com, just my blog, and check out the article or the blog post for this video, and sign up and you can get the whole ebook emailed to you that covers all 6 videos and all 6 sections and the 5 keys to becoming a successful consultant as a software developer. I am Scott with Motivated Code Pro. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and keep coming back. I'll see you on the next video.